desire. Thought that you could see the truth till I just burned down the booth. Human Torch can't mess with me. Johnny Blaze, suspect B, scorch him quick, lightning fast, melting britches down to ash. Gasoline, kerosene, strike a match, ignite the scene. Things will never be the same. Feel the fury of my flame. Beg for mercy, it won't help. Embrace the ending you were dealt. Seems you chumps will never learn. Now sit back and watch me burn.
you could save a life. See, all the little signs are coming out tonight. I got superhero feelings, they can never die. But I'm too weak to say the words to break the ice. No, we can't escape this moment, it's a wild crush. Hear the beating of tiger hearts, we feel the blood rush. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs. If you got a second, you could blow my mind. I wanna kiss you now and make the rumors right. So never mind the people, it's just you and I. If love's a crime, we're running out of alibis. 'Cause we can't escape this moment, it's a wild crush. We hear the beating of tiger hearts, we feel the blood rush. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs. I'll take you underneath my raincoat as we are walking out the door. Can't stop us gliding down the rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the cupboards.
to say what's impossible, well, they forgot. This world keeps spinning, and with each new day I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away. Who's to say I can't do everything? Well, I can try. And as I roll along, I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Well, it all keeps spinning, spinning round and round and upside down. Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Is this how it's supposed to be? Is this how it's supposed to be?
for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? are born with no shackles, then what fetters my fate? Blown away the white petals, leave me trapped in a cage. The endless isolation can wear down my illusion. Someday I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to chase the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, gently wipe the sorrow of my life. I dream. What is meant by miracle? A word outside my days. Once again repeatable, but how can I escape? No further hesitation on those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to chase the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, gently wipe the sorrow of my life. I dream. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to chase the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, gently wipe the sorrow of my life. I dream. I dream.
All right, let me get everything set up. Almost everything is set up, but we are about ready to get into Honkai Star Rail, the 2.2 release. Let's turn that shit off. All right, so 2.2. I have it pulled up. We just started up. Let me get rid of all this. As soon as I'm done removing this, it is PEACONY time. Here we go. Make sure everything's good. And we are ready to go. Great train robbery.
Newsflash! PEACONY's Germany Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikTok
Oh shit,
after
Boot Hill?
closed system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much.
I already told you. We can talk things.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you've seen a ghost. You think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
This is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm.
Oh, this guy is right up my alley.
I'm
Yeah.
the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize.
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Xianzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Xianzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
Now it's your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
My friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more...
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about never bully the as Galaxy Rangers. We strictly adhere, and in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line. I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to PEACONY for a matter, but I don't have an invite, and I can't even enter the family's hotel doors.
Aren't
Oh, you hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on PEACONY right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some
Oh,
That Galaxy
things are
Ranger
coming
imposter.
together.
Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's
It's
crazy.
impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even...
So, if you're just joining, Boot Hill is the guy that called Black Swan back in the 2.0 update.
No different than even in the purest. To reckon that nihility emanate. So, do you understand now? We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do?
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they would, be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was too.
That's funny.
Not the point.
Gotta love Akron. She's so funny.
Supposed to be invited, have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Pinnacle, the planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to dread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not Penacony's dream master.
What?
Another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and
Jesus
mouths,
Christ.
spreading joy across dreams when required.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
I am glad that you're an under.
If you think you can.
So bad.
Are you friendly?
She's so bad. Acheron.
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat.
God.
Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, why can't I? The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving. But 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds.
Acheron has great jiggle physics.
Cannot seek solace across the river.
Aziz smiling. Aziz smiling. You wanted to take a peek at it. Uh-huh.
The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and even more so when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift, Acheron. A befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Acheron's so fucking badass for no reason. What? She's fucking cool. She's so badass for no reason. Alright. God, I love Acheron.
I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it
God, Acheron is so bad.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delight.
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green one?
And then those chips?
Huh? Miss Robin?
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public. Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense.
Thank you. As a
Sparkle.
This button.
It's Sparkle. Sunday took the
All right. It looks like so many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Alright, my game's kinda slowing down. Hold up.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of the family needs to.
It appears the good sir has seen many brave. However, their target is not the.
There we go. That should be better.
Miss Robin, the family can try their best to protect.
But as you can see, sir, perhaps the dreamscape is not as.
I stay here. But keep in mind, guests come to PEACONY to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be
Thank you guys for viewing, by the way. I appreciate it.
Of course. With the charm.
It's Sparkle. Oh, that is some really bad.
Nothing to be worried about.
Hey, are you a fool?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family and
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys.
we've sailed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected.
Rest assured, Miss Robin.
I trust you guys.
Actually,
Miss Robin.
Thank you all for your. Of course, the family did not agree.
No wonder.
Don't worry. Mr. Sun.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously.
Thank you for your hard work. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests.
I can't believe I...
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid.
Hey. 600 stellar jades. Damn. Don't tell me it looks that bad. Alright, it's not that bad.
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan here.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin.
Preparation is important. Regarding the recent mishap.
But,
I will let everybody know in this stream I am not summoning on any banners for 2.2. I'm saving everything for Firefly.
Plus, I met that general.
Everyone, please do not pay.
Even if you say so.
I am saving my hard pity completely for Firefly. That is it.
Still, I suppose I.
Huh?
Here, take that. Make sure to.
I knew it.
You never.
Knew it. I called it. I called it. As soon as I saw the button.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is
Firefly!
also from here where you will enter the true PEACONY.
Firefly!
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's
Oh.
time I laid bare the
Everybody
entire
left
truth
as
of
soon
you.
as Firefly showed up.
I'm sorry. I had no other choice.
Firefly!
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught in that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't it is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind, as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of PEACONY lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land
The land of the exiles.
And so, then I returned, and after all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered, and that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. Three, two, one. Don't be afraid. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is...
Why? Because
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20...
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about...
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime.
There's still some time before the next part of this... Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to come. It's in your script too.
Sorry.
I told you before.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep...
This car has full self-driving capability.
Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the Nook, that's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly
different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Here we go.
Dreamscape, the land of the exiles. Before we go,
I'm really sorry. 2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam. I get it. Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Elio scripts used to
Firefly hurt
evolve
me.
and expand. Do you still remember? It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. The time scale of Dreamflux.
Something on your mind? No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. Don't feel burdened by this. During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he... And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again. Before we found you, she'd already revealed her stellar... Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? But she didn't. I hope you've regained a little
Oh, new Hano birds.
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
We will get that off of stream.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
stream forth, gleam of old blades.
atmosphere in this fortress is...
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard, but there's no point in overthinking.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll...
The
Astral Express likely needs room for some internal delivery.
Sure. Letting her go was the right decision. Let's go. I'm sure you've already known. He's right, the Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? We'd better check.
It's Gallagher. It's my theory. It has to be Gallagher.
You were the guest from before.
Hello, Misha. I don't...
Tick-tock! Oh.
You're...
How did you two get here?
This...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful Dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two. Sleepy is a memory zone. Looks fierce and has many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but...
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the...
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she...
If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, I haven't. How about this? Since it's your first time here and she's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children.
All right then. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in PEACONY. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we are still none the wiser. Yes, and I believe there... Say, you mentioned... I can't shake off this... Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
No, Gallagher, you big guy. You just a guy.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see...
Black hole? An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is... Look! There she is! Calculations are final. Who are you? I'm Kami, a dreamscape. See that huge gaping hole? But the scary part is, by constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results after 10 system out. Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times.
You don't...
Oh, do you know her too?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina.
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics. And regrettably, due to I came to PEACONY to learn more about my idol. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound... That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef. Before, abruptly...
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the PEACONY of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there. Let me go! Ghost! There's a ghost!
Oh my. Mr. E, quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the
Let me go! Let me go!
Well, this is how it... Ha ha. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I...
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife.
That's right. Did you hear that?
No, you're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead... Stop asking! You'll alert the
You're not...
Don't say that name!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's half the work. Just oblivion. I weep for the departed. It will not fall.
Light work. Light work.
He passed out. His...
I see.
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters, but we can't just leave this man here.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
I knew you couldn't hold your...
There we go.
Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss Mart.
These two are my friends.
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must...
Do such things?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent. It's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock.
Hello, Vian Lake?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dream...
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that,
We met some stowaways in the... I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are... I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of...
if that's true, it's no...
Himeko must be gathering information. This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather.
Himeko, here they...
Ah, perfect timing.
It's a pleasure.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in PEACONY. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if... Please, allow me to formally introduce myself.
Gravekeep.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty...
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes...
On that note, Mr. Mika...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But before that, you have an
important guest. Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Robin. Though it might be Sparkle.
There she
know.
is.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. Life must be quite difficult.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these...
Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of PEACONY. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, and me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams, but you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, you see, in dreams we learn how to live. One.
And should our feathers be damaged, there's no need to covet an illusory sky.
Alright, this is the real part.
To see you
Robin.
It's
This
nice
is
to see you
Robin.
all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here...
This is 100% the
Since
real
I
Robin.
returned to Penacony, now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me.
Sweet dreams collapse.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further the land of the exiles, concealed by the
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but it's regrettable. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world...
Could there be another force influencing the Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another
Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the Harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember? I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the
Oh shit.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here.
It looks weak and frail.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling.
Okay.
I'll ask.
A cage?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? Oh, poor little...
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, and can't sing, I didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage.
That's...
I think she's right. But if we leave it...
I see. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping that we've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. That their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky.
So, you mean... birds are...
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
Damn.
That's an interesting perspective.
For now,
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has...
We will take good care...
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might...
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them...
Talking in your sleep? Huh? Need a hand? Yeah.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going... Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that?
I find it hard to believe a man who's...
Fine. You don't have to trust the sense of justice.
Show me.
All right. As you would.
Huh?
What's your trick this...
Just kidding.
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow...
This is the monument I mentioned earlier.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then...
According to Micah,
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of truth. In the decade following the war,
Though I had expected as
true to the title of Trailblazer.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, here we meet again.
Robin.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gal?
Oh, is it that?
the look on your face is
Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
history fictionologist.
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family, except...
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means? How keen. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of to achieve this feat without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to, and that's not something you can achieve in Asdana. The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster. It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power. And most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. By the time a representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to see...
Not just that.
They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think it's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on PEACONY, swiftly quelling any opposition. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, Dormancy. That's its real name.
So this is...
It's not just that.
So, the...
If you want to...
If that's the case...
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure... Are you done talking?
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream.
Thought so. That's why it...
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopher.
Gopher Wood. Oh my god. It's all coming together.
Easier than I thought. Did you...
Correct.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on you.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't...
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to PEACONY. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the harm. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring PEACONY's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that I'll fight alongside you, we'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we nameless won't... no.
Rest assured.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the...
Even you're saying?
He's the leader of the families of PEACONY, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Maybe you can just stay...
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow? As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually...
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by
going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you,
Well, you take care too. If any...
Spoken like a true even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did.
Don't you have something?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three names, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not enough to say me. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very...
What?
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I
Was a
remember your last
watchmaker
words.
maybe a...
Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
What the fuck?
Go ahead. His resting place lies the first and last Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchman.
No fucking shot. No shot. I kinda had a feeling, but I didn't think it was true. No shot, man. Oh, wait, let me check her chest. Before I go up there. Oh, let's check the chest. That's crazy. Uh-huh.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless. Even I could
The legacy he left behind was a dream. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? More mistake.
Well, let's have a look.
could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible. Mischievous.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure
Don't start getting off.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future?
That was so fucking
When they
hot,
were
bro.
ready to dedicate there must be something contained in this dream bubble.
She's so bad.
It's just we.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something. It's for Mikhail. And for the...
Welcome to the Reverie.
Greetings. We're the Nameless.
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe
I see, but your companions... and you...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also in...
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me... I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm
What do you mean?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation...
How about this? Give me...
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of...
How about you?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening.
So nothing works, huh? What's your...
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order...
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact...
It seems...
Fudge. Look, nothing personal.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Miss...
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You try...
Something doesn't seem right. I need...
Sure thing. Fella Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
The Charmony Festival is about...
Hey!
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the...
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as...
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a what?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that.
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong?
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If any...
Oh, well, looks like get clues out of these two. They're clueless.
I like Boo. He's funny. He basically curses the whole time. That's funny.
I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel.
Hello. So, there's something out. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I traveled all the way from the HOKAI Federation and...
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure at present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself.
She doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Has Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people.
I agree. I walked around the hotel, but didn't...
Well, I'll be...
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go rest for now.
Not so fast. You ever robbed VIPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do...
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if they don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so...
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the...
Yes,
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea?
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll...
Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Has Donna's White Oak. If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
That's strange.
What should we do?
No need to rush. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Hingham Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive. What can I get for it?
Anything you recommend.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic soul.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
Hey.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
The situation is unclear. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions.
Actually, there's something else, as you know. The faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous. Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their luck's arrow do all the beating?
Talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been with that Acheron lady. She doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ring.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules. But eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei. It's much simpler.
But in my opinion, Akavili's...
Oh, so you're...
Exactly. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that that's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking...
What's your...
It's simple. We just grabbed some hostages.
No need for that.
Wait.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like...
Huh?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated.
I'll be waiting.
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now...
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they...
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in PEACONY, the Nameless are the only ones.
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you,
X1.
Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak.
Finally, Memo Keeper.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a Memo Keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this...
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was...
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then...
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and...
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Danheng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise to return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods. So, how long has this rain been going?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years. Looks like